Okay, this repair tool falls into the category of repair tools that happen in situ. Like you are in a moment and things can either go off the rails or we can start repairing right in the moment. This is the 2 pauses for sticky moments. So we're going to talk about pause type 1 and pause type 2. When we're talking about a pause, it's really, really important to learn to receive a request for a pause without getting aggressive, without getting defensive because there's a request for a pause. So we need to actually create space. First, we need to normalize this idea that it's okay to ask for pauses in our relationships and that they are actually a move into closeness, into connection, right?
Yep.
So first, we normalize the need for pauses. Now, 2 types of pauses. The first type, pause type 1. This is when you've been hit with a flood of emotion. Something's happened. Maybe you're in a discussion. Maybe you're having a hard conversation. Maybe you're negotiating over your calendar. Maybe there's just too much stimulus going on. Whatever's happening, you are hit with a tidal wave of emotion and you need a few seconds or a few minutes to work through that emotion or a looping thought. You get caught in it. Well, I think of this.
There's another way this can come up, which is you operate at a much faster pace than I do. And so a lot of things will happen on your side. And I'm capable of processing it all, but not as fast. So I might need to say, okay, great. I hear you. Hang on a minute while I figure out how that all lands. So another kind of thought that you might need to take time for is literally to take time to process the thoughts.
Absolutely. So I think of this as the hang on break.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to hang on. We don't leave each other's company. Like we're in a discussion or we're in an experience together.
Yep. No phones, no distract, no like, well, I'm going to fill this time with something. Yeah.
The bubble comes down and phones don't work in the hang on bubble. This is super important, super, super important. Do not pick up your phone when your partner says, hang on, I need a moment to work through this. I need to think through this. I need to feel through this. I need to be with the sensations, whatever it is. Phones do not work. If you pick up your phone during a pause, during that pause type 1, you are going to actually burst the bubble that you're in. And now it feels like a completely different thing has happened.
Phones, other screens, books, don't like pick something up and start reading. This is you're still present with each other. You're not shifting focus, but there needs to be a little bit of time just to hang on.
Yeah, just hang on, be with each other, be present to the fact that your partner is working through something and that we each have our own pacing and our ways of working through this. Then we have pause type 2. The second pause. This is when you need a longer break. You need to work through something. Maybe you need to go move your body. Maybe you need to go for a walk. Maybe you need to regulate your nervous system. When you need a longer break, it is your responsibility to tell your partner when you'll return to this conversation, right? So pause type 2, we are actually going to part company and we each do what we need to do, but we make a plan for when we're returning to this conversation. I usually think of pause type 2 as usually somewhere between I need 20 minutes, I need an hour. For me, personally, 20 minutes to an hour is generally enough. Ken, how long do you usually take for pause type 2?
I think that's probably about right. I think it's about the same.
It's not.
It feels right. So I know that there are some times when...
I actually watch the clock and I'm the one who receives a lot of your pause type 2s.
Yeah.
You're an hour to 2 hours at least.
That sounds like a lot, but it's not. Like I was saying, we process at different speeds. So my ability to regain my footing or process through whatever and come back takes a little longer, and that's fine.
Well, you are also more likely to need to actually go out and move your body, you'll go pound it out by hitting the pavement running or by throwing your body around on the judo mats. You'll go do something and you usually take time to then journal and then you come back. Those things take time. I'm much more likely to send myself a voice note and do a bunch of neurosomatic intelligence drills. And those are a little more concise. They're not better or worse. They're just two different ways.
But it is very important that the pause type 2 has a return time.
Right.
And if the return time, comes up and either one of you isn't ready, renegotiate the time. But don't just wait. When the time happens, reconnect again to find out what's going to happen next. If it's you're back into whatever it was, or you still need time, but you've got to come back at that time and not just have this open-ended thing.
Right. So I've received messages from you via text saying,
Yep.
"Hang on, I'm still in it. I'm still journaling. I'm still at this." I've also seen you come up, you knock on the bedroom door, and say, "I'm still in it. I think I need another half hour."
Mhm.
Whatever that is, it is fine to need longer. And if you need an even longer break than this, some people need a much longer break. I've
Yeah.
seen people who need up to 24 or 48 hours. The
Mhm.
key to pause type 2 is understanding what you are likely to need and communicating that to your partner so that they can understand what to expect and that they can understand what to do with their nervous system while they're in this pause with you.
Yep.
So pause type 1, you're in the bubble together, you stay together in the bubble, you don't pick phones and other distracting media up. Pause type 2, you make a commitment for when you're going to come back together so that you can pick this up from a more regulated state.